The world is watching as tensions between the United States and Venezuela reach their highest point in decades. Could Washington actually be preparing for a military intervention to remove Nicolás Maduro from power? In this video, we'll explore the crisis unfolding in real time, its historical parallels, and whether history could be about to repeat itself. As of August 2025, relations between Washington and Caracas are at a breaking point. Former President Donald Trump, returning to office, has authorized the use of military force against drug cartels in Latin America. Among them is the infamous Cartel of Los Soles, which U.S. officials claim is led by Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro himself. In response, Maduro has mobilized 4.5 million Bolivarian militia members, declaring Venezuela ready to defend itself against what he calls imperialist threats. Meanwhile, 3 U.S. Navy destroyers, several aircraft, and potentially 4,000 U.S. Marines are now deployed uncomfortably close to Venezuelan shores. The question is no longer if tensions will escalate further, but how far they might go. To understand what could happen next, we must look back at America's long history of interventions to topple foreign leaders. Guatemala, 1954. The CIA orchestrated a coup against President Jacobo Arbenz, replacing him with a pro-U.S. dictatorship. Grenada, 1983. U.S. forces launched a lightning-fast invasion to remove the Marxist government of Maurice Bishop. Iraq, 2003. The invasion to overthrow Saddam Hussein, justified by claims of weapons of mass destruction, which were never found. Libya, 2011. A NATO-led campaign that ended the rule of Muammar Gaddafi, but left the country in chaos. Haiti, 1994. A U.S.-led intervention that removed a military regime, only to plunge Haiti into decades of instability. In each case, Washington claimed the mission was about security, democracy, or human rights, but the long-term results were often far more complicated. Perhaps the most relevant comparison to today's Venezuela is the U.S. invasion of Panama in 1989, known as Operation Just Cause. Back then, Panama's dictator Manuel Noriega, once a close CIA ally, was accused of drug trafficking and corruption. He became a U.S. target, facing sanctions, indictments, and even a multi-million-dollar reward for his capture. The final trigger came when the U.S. deployed 27,000 troops in a full-scale invasion. Noriega surrendered and was extradited to face trial in the United States. Today, the parallels are striking. Both Noriega and Maduro have been accused of narco-terrorism. Both undermined democracy and silenced opposition. And both countries hold strategic value to Washington. Panama for its canal, Venezuela for its vast oil reserves. But here's the critical difference. Panama was small, poorly defended, and politically isolated. Venezuela is not. It fields nearly 300,000 regular troops, plus millions of armed militia members. And, unlike Panama, Venezuela has the support of major powers like Russia and China, raising the stakes of any U.S. action. Analysts warn that while a localized intervention, such as seizing ports or key oil infrastructure, remains possible, a full-scale invasion would be costly, prolonged, and politically explosive on the global stage. A quick blitzkrieg like Panama is considered highly unlikely. Venezuela is too large, too prepared, and too connected internationally. One factor, however, sets Venezuela apart from past U.S. interventions. If Maduro were removed, there is already a democratically elected government in exile, led by Edmundo González. This could provide a ready-made replacement, potentially avoiding the power vacuum that plagued Iraq, Libya, and Afghanistan. In theory, this could make a transition smoother, faster, and less chaotic. But as history has shown, wars are rarely predictable. The standoff between the United States and Venezuela is not just a regional issue. It has the potential to reshape global geopolitics. Will Washington actually risk another intervention in Latin America? Or will the shadow of past failures force both sides to step back from the brink? Only time will tell. If you found this analysis informative, don't forget to leave a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Military Power TV for more deep dives into world conflicts, weapons, and history.